Good morning, all. Having seen what is a data type, what is a variable, then how we can work in C language, let us concentrate on operators today. We have already seen that what are different data types and the number system. So, what are the different operators which come into the play in C language? So, we will see the operators of C language. So, the operators in C language are basically divided in three types. Arithmetic operators, I'll write A, relational operators, and logical operators. So today in this video, we will concentrate on arithmetic operators. We will concentrate on arithmetic operators. As the word itself suggests, arithmetic operators must be dealing with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So there are four arithmetic operators which we are going to see today: plus, minus, multiply, and divide. So these four operators, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, they work as a normal arithmetic operator, which we can assume for any arithmetic operator. For example, 2 plus 3, 5 minus 2, 5 multiplied by 2. So these 3 plus, minus, and multiply, they work in a normal way, which we can expect from any mathematics formula. But what we are going to see is division operator. The video is not meant for the basics of these operators. We are seeing some of the key points. Plus, minus, multiply works normally, but the division operator have a different, something different in it. It gives some unexpected result which we do not expect as a mathematics result. So the rule is that for all arithmetic operators, I am repeating that for all arithmetic operators, if both the operands are integers, means operand 1 and operand 2, both are integers, then result will be integer. Remember this thing. This is very important rule. I am repeating that if both the operands are integer, the result will be integer. And in any case, if any one of the operand is float, one operand float and second operand integer, anyone, either first or second operand is float, then the result is float. So keeping in mind this rule that if both the operands are integer, result is integer, and if any one is float, the result is float, we get a difference in the result of division operator, which is different from normal mathematics. For example, let us take an example of 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2 in mathematics, it should be 2.5. But in C language, 5 divided by 2 is not 2.5. The output comes 2. So this is the correct output. Why this 5 divided by 2 has given output 2? Let us check this thing. 5 is an integer. Divide by 2. 2 is also an integer. In C language, the compiler is written in such a way that it says if both the operands are integer, the result should be integer. So 5 and 2 both are integer. तो इसलिए रिजल्ट क्या आएगा? इंटीजर आएगा. तो 2.5 की जगह रिजल्ट क्या मिलेगा? 2 मिलेगा. So what will be the result? 2. In case if any one of the operand would have been float 5.0 divided by 2, then the result would have been 2.5. Or if it would have been 5 divided by 2.0, then also the result would have been 2.5. So remember this thing, that in case of division or in case of any arithmetic operator, if both the operands are integer, the result is integer, but we get a difference in case of division. 5 divided by 2 is 2, not 2.5. Now let's check another thing which is very important: assignment. For example, if I declare a variable int a and I use assignment operator and I assign a value 5. So what will happen? In memory location A, 5 will be assigned. But if I write a is equals to 2.5, then what shall happen? We have written that a is integer and we are giving it a float value, a floating value, decimal value 2.5. But a is integer, it cannot hold float. So what will it do? In this case, remember, it will truncate the decimal part and hold only the integer value. So what I mean to say is कि अगर किसी इंटीजर वेरिएबल में फ्लोट वैल्यू को डालेंगे तो वो उसका इंटीजर पार्ट स्टोर करेगा, फ्लोट पार्ट, उसका डेसिमल पार्ट इग्नोर कर देगा. दिस इज नोन एज ट्रंकेशन. Similarly, for float, if I take a float variable f and I give it a value 2, so 2 is an integer value, but when it will be stored in this variable, it will be stored as 2.00, something like this. So this integer will be converted into a float variable. This integer will be converted into a float value क्योंकि ये floating point number है. Now, seeing all this thing, let us solve a simple numerical, a simple expression of C language. For example, if I write float f and I write f is equals to 5 divided by 2, what shall be the output? What are your guesses? 5 divided by 2. So I am giving you options. Let us take that the option is 2.5. Another option is 2.0. Another option is 2. And another option is error. Now think that what shall be the output when 5 is divided by 2 and stored in a floating point number. The correct answer is 2.0. This is the correct answer. Why? You must think why. Why not 2.5? Remember that 5 and 2 both are integer. Integer divided by integer will give an integer. So the result will be 2. But when this result 2 will be stored in a floating point variable, that is f. So when this 2 is stored in floating point variable, 2 is converted into a float. So it becomes 2.00. Now 2.2 cannot be converted into 2.5 क्योंकि रिजल्ट 2 आया है, तो रिजल्ट तो 2 ही रहेगा, वो 2.5 में तो बदल नहीं जाएगा, बस वो फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट वेरिएबल में जा रहा है, इस वजह से वो 2.00 हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट point you should know about arithmetic operators. This is plus, minus, multiply and divide. Having said all this thing, let us check another arithmetic operator which is known as modulus. So modulus, the sign of modulus is this is known as modulus operator. Modulus operator, we call it mod. So modulus operator means it gives the remainder. A number 1 mod num2, it gives the remainder. What will it give? That whatever will be the remainder, mod will give the remainder. For example, 5 mod 2. So 5 divided by 2, 2 to the 4, remainder is 1. So answer is 1. So modulus operator is a very simple operator which gives the remainder. But it has also a catch that it cannot be applied on float. It cannot be applied on float. For float, it will give an error. It is applied only on integers. Remember that modulus operators are applied only on integers. Modulus operators are applied only on integers. So having said all this thing, we have seen the arithmetic operators in C language. Now let's check their precedence. So precedence is the order in which they will be executed. Remember, BODMAS rule does not work over here. The precedence is multiplication, division, modulus. They all three have the same precedence. Then we have plus and minus. So highest precedence is of multiplication, division and modulus, and minimum is of plus and minus. For example, if we have the expression 2 plus 3 multiplied by 5, it can give two results. One is 17 and the second is 25. In case of C language, we will get 17. Why? Because multiplication has higher precedence. पहले मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा 15, फिर एडिशन होगा और आंसर आ जाएगा 17. So 17 is the correct answer because multiplication has got higher precedence. Now, some of you might think that if we are having an expression which is having both multiplication and division, what will happen? For example, if I write 6 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. So whether first multiplication has to be done or division. In this case, associativity comes into the picture. Associativity can be left to right or right to left. So all these arithmetic operators are left associative. They are left associative. What does it mean? क्या मतलब होता है लेफ्ट एसोसिएटिव में? लेफ्ट एसोसिएटिविटी का क्या मतलब होता है? जब दो ऑपरेटर्स हैं, उन दोनों की सेम प्रेसिडेंस है, तो उस एक्सप्रेशन को कैसे इवेल्युएट करोगे? लेफ्ट टू राइट. जो पहले आएगा उसको पहले करोगे, अगर सेम है तो 6 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3 पहले इवेल्युएट होगा, बाद में डिवीजन होगा और आंसर आ जाएगा 9. सो 9 विल बी द आंसर. इन केस बीच में प्लस या माइनस होता तो फिर प्रेसिडेंस काम होता. सो वी इवेल्युएट द एक्सप्रेशन यूजिंग प्रेसिडेंस एंड associativity. Precedence plus associativity gives us the correct answer. So in the next video, we will solve a difficult expression of uh, arithmetic operators. So keep watching and practicing.